Matthew Wilcox, and this is my persuasive speech on texting and driving. Picture this: you're driving down the road, music playing, everything feels normal, then suddenly your phone buzzes. You think, I'll just take a quick glance. You may even reply, on my way. But that 1 second can change everything. According to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, more than 3,500 Americans die every single year due to distracted driving, mostly from texting. That's someone's brother, sister, child, best friend, or family member that won't return home, all because of a text message that simply could have waited. Almost all of us text, and almost all of us drive. This isn't something that just affects other people. This is something that affects us, our families, our friends, and the people that we share the road with. And I'll be honest, I used to think that I could multitask behind the wheel. I used to think that I could glance down at my phone and still drive safely. But after seeing the facts and hearing stories from families that lost loved ones due to distracted driving and texting, I realized just how fast and how quickly things can go wrong and change. So today, I want to show you why texting and driving must stop. First, we'll look at how texting and driving affects your brain and focus. Second, we'll look at how texting and driving has consequences. And lastly, we'll look at how texting and driving can be prevented and stopped. So let's go ahead and look at how texting and driving affects your brain and focus. When texting, your hands come off the steering wheel, your eyes leave the road, and your mind leaves driving. The AAA Foundation found that texting drivers are 8 times more likely to crash over focused drivers. Now, you might think that you're being careful when you text and drive, but the truth is, our brains actually can't multitask. Neuroscientists say that what we call multitasking is simply just our brain switching from one task to another very quickly. And this messes with our focus and reaction time. It slows it down. And the amount of time we spend distracted piles up very fast. Going only 55 miles per hour for only 5 seconds is the equivalent of going across a football field blindly. Now, you wouldn't drive down the interstate with your eyes closed intentionally, but when you're texting and driving and your focus comes off the road, that's exactly what you're doing. So, now that we've seen how texting and driving has effects on your brain and focus, let's go ahead and look at how texting and driving has real-life consequences. There are 324,000 people that gets injured every single year due to texting and driving. These tragedies, crashes, are very preventable. Now, when you kill somebody when you text and drive, there are very serious consequences. You can face lawsuits, felony charges, and potentially prison time. But what's worse than the legal consequences is the emotional consequences that you'll face. Families that lose loved ones in texting and driving crashes can face very serious trauma and PTSD. And the people that caused the crash face long-term guilt because they chose a text message over someone else's life. It's very sad when you think about it. Now, let's go ahead and look at how texting and driving can be stopped and prevented. Texting and driving is 100% preventable. That's the good thing about it. Now, things that you can do to prevent yourself and stop texting and driving is go ahead and put on the do not disturb while driving mode that's set on your phone. Another thing you can do is put your phone way out of reach to where you can't even reach it and have that temptation to go ahead and pick it up and text or play music or whatever. And that's another thing you can do. Go ahead and put on your music ahead of time and go ahead and set it for the duration of the trip. That way you don't have to change the song or anything. And go ahead and put your GPS on and turn your volume up. That way you can listen to what Siri is saying. and telling you where to go. And go ahead and put that on your dash if you're able to. Another thing you can do is if you're in the passenger seat riding with someone, you can say, let me go ahead and text them for you, or let me change the song. It may feel awkward or weird in that moment, grabbing somebody else's phone or offering that, but it can potentially save a life. So now something that states do to prevent texting and driving is they have strict laws. While that's a very positive thing, and it has shown to be positive, based off the states that have those strict laws do have lower crashes due to texting and driving. The only downside of this is you ultimately choose what you want to do. You can abide by those laws, or you can break them and cause even more crashes. That is completely up to you. So now that we have talked about the risk and why texting and driving is so dangerous, let's go ahead and wrap up. We know that texting and driving is very serious. It causes people to die. It causes very serious crashes. It causes people to become injured and very ill. It causes families to lose loved ones. And all of this is very preventable. Every crash is preventable. Before you pick up your phone, I want you to think about something. You have someone waiting for you, whether that's your future, your family, or your friend. You have somebody there waiting for you, so it's not worth it. No message, no TikTok, nothing on your phone is worth a life. So please, put the phone down. Drive first, text later. You could save a life, potentially your own. Thank you so much for your time.